Hey there, everyone. Vampire Ian here with a interesting little combo thing I found. Well, I say I found. I found some of this through various people. This is obviously a Crystal Conclave control deck that is, straight out of Neshi Beast YouTube channel, and there's also some pieces here, like the most important part, this lock here, the barrier statue, I found on Twitter by a user named Misplay. But I'm just combining the two because I think this is actually like a really interesting lockdown strategy that could potentially see play. It would definitely need some more optimization. I don't think this is quite what we want for, because this deck is built for the Conclave control style of play. But I think if we go up on, maybe we could go up on Golden Rule, go up on Crystal Bond, because I think these are really important pieces of this combo. We might be able to see a really consistent way to access a very powerful lockdown effect. I'm not gonna go into everything about this. I think maybe I'll just show you the combo so you can actually see how this deck looks. But this is basically what I've built for the deck list. You got the one Rainbow Dragon, you do need that. You have the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which is important as well, because it can get another Crystal Beast on the field. We have 3 Sapphire Pegasus, 1 Ruby Carbuncle, and 1 Cobalt Eagle, as well as Topaz Tiger and Ember Mammoth. We do need a critical mass of level 4 Crystal Beasts, so that's why we have all of these guys. Golden Rule is really important to get the Ruby Carbuncle on field and also get more of the Sapphire Pegasuses on the field crystallized, as they say. Crystal Bond is important for getting the Ruby Carbuncle to hand, and then also putting another Crystal Beast on the field. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart isn't super important, but just that extra normal summon can really help us make sure that the combos happen. Awakening the Crystal Ultimates is very not important here. We might actually cut this if we're actually trying to do this lockdown strategy rather than the Crystal Conclave control, but it is important for the Conclave control strategy, so I'm not sure exactly where to go on this. This is important. This is what we're going to be sending off of Foolish Burial Goods in order to grab Necrovalley to hand. Crystal Conclave is the Conclave part. This is still a good card to have in here just for follow-up play, and it's a powerful card all on its own. Crystal Miracle here is a counter trap that's pretty good. Rainbow Bridge gets us access to all of our crystal spells and traps. Foolish Burial Goods is what we're using to send a Rainbow Bridge of Salvation in order to get Necrovalley. Pot of Prosperity gets us access to whatever pieces we're missing. It's just a good consistency tool. Ban this card, please. Necrovalley locks down the graveyard. Droll and Lockbird locks down pretty much everything. Kashtira Fenrir is just a good card. Really good card. And Pressure Planet Wraithos gets us more access to Kashtira Fenrir. If we had draw the Necrovalley, Rainbow Bridge of Salvation can get us Pressured Planet's Wraithos to get the Kashtira Fenrir. Barrier Statue of the Inferno is what we're using to lock down, and then I already explained these two. Lightning Chidori you can make off of 2 of the Pegasus, it's pretty fun. Bagooska, we are making this as part of our lockdown, any 2 4s make it. Here's our combo, I'll get back to them later. Abyss Dweller, Gaga Cowboy, Dugares, Tornado Dragon, Chakanine, and Borbo. Dingirsu we can make off of the Zenith Crystal Beast, and then Zeus, of course, you can lay on top of any of them. Anti-Cheese, White Woman, Nightmare Phoenix, Access Code Talker, all that's, all well and good. These 2 here, Infernal Flame Banshee and Prisoner Princess of Fruitful Flames, are very important. These cards are fairly new. Banshee came out in Age of Overlord, and Prisoner Princess is coming out in Phantom Nightmare. Now, this is the way the combo works. You're going to send the Inferno Statue off of Flame Banshee, and then you're going to summon it off of Prisoner Princess of Fruitful Flames, thus creating a special summon lock. But yeah, let me show you the combo so you can see exactly how this all works. Okay, so this hand basically gives us everything we need to do the full lockdown. Various hands will get you different access to that lockdown, whether it be just like a special summon lockdown, Bagooska lockdown, or getting the Necrovalley on the field. But this hand here gets us the entire thing. So let's see how it works. We're going to start with the Pressure Panel Wraithos. We're going to get the Kashtira Fenrir. This part is actually not necessary. I just wanted to show off the Kashtira part. We're going to search with Kashtira, then we're going to use Crystal Bond to get Ruby Carbuncle, and then put a Sapphire Pegasus to field. We're going to summon the Sapphire Pegasus to get from hand to get a Rainbow Crystal Beast. We're going to Rainbow Bridge for Golden Rule effect, setting 2 level 4s, and Carbuncle effect will summon 2 of the level 4s out of our spell trap zones. We're going to activate the effect to set another one. That part doesn't really matter. Then we're going to make Banshee effect, we're going to send the barrier statue. We're going to activate the effect of the Crystal Beast's Rainbow Dragon in order to summon another level 4 from deck, the Amber Mammoth, and get Rainbow Dragon in hand. Then we can make Bagooska. In making Bagooska, we have negated the effect of all defense position monsters. However, the Link monster, Princess or Princess of Fruitful Flames, is not going to be able to be put in defense. So we can activate the effect, summon the barrier statue from grave, meaning that there is now a negation effect for all monsters who can be placed in defense position, and a barrier statue of Inferno, meaning no monsters can be summoned except for fire monsters. And then we're going to Foolish Burial Goods, sending the Rainbow Bridge Salvation to get Necrovalley, thus creating a graveyard effect lock as well, meaning that no effects that can move cards from the graveyard or changes types or attributes in the graveyard can be activated without being negated. We can also negate all defense position effects, and then we have that Fire Summon lock, which means that basically this can shut down just about any deck except for exactly Rescue Ace, which is unfortunate because Rescue Ace is actually really good right now, arguably one of the best decks. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty interesting lock, and I wanted to show that off. The lock itself is fairly consistent because the Banshee requires 2 generic rank level 4 monsters. So you can just make that, and same with Bagooska. So if you get 2 rank 4s on field, you can just do this. Unfortunately, the Link Climb, I guess you could Link Climb, but it's not going to really get you any further because you still need to use 2 monsters to go into it and then another monster to go into it for Prisoner Princess of Fruitful Flames. So doing a Link Climb doesn't really matter. You're still using just as much material. But yeah, if you only have 2 level 4s on field, you can go into Bagooska. If you have 2 level 4s and, you know, a couple other monsters, which Golden Rule really helps you get there, you can go into the Prisoner Princess line. And if you have the full line like I had, you can go into both and really do a pretty solid lockdown. And then, you know, any Foolish Burial Goods, and you've got access to Necrovalley as well, which I think this is a pretty powerful setup. Things that out this, of course, Kaijus. Kaijus would be really good here, especially ones that are like Lava Golem or the Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere mode, things that can out multiple monsters at the same time. You really only need Lava Golem for this, because that gets rid of the barrier statue and the Bagooska, but it leaves the Prisoner Princess of Fruitful Flames on the field, which is really funny because then it locks your opponent. So if you're playing against this deck, you can have them locked in the fire monsters, and none of the Crystal Beasts are fires, as far as I know. So that can be a pretty helpful way to stop them. Basically, it's kind of a you have to draw at the out kind of deal, but yeah, that's the way to deal with it. Is you're gonna want to make sure that you have some Lava Golem or something in your side. If you expect to run into this kind of thing. I don't know if this is actually going to be like meta relevant, but you know, definitely keep an eye out for this and side accordingly if you do run into it. Another thing I should mention is that the genericness of this means that really any deck that can consistently make rank 4s can play this. I chose the Crystal Beast because they can make a lot of rank 4s in one turn, and they have the Crystal Conclave control strategy already, so you have the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation going on with the Necrovalley and the bounces off of the Conclave card, and lots of other control strategy going on in this deck already. So it felt like a good home for it, but like really you could do this with just about any rank 4 deck. So that part is another thing to keep in mind, is that you don't necessarily need to be looking out for Crystal Beast specifically, but rather any deck that could theoretically play the barrier statue lockdown. And you know, Bagooska easily slots into that as well. As you see, the Link monster is unaffected by it because it can't be in defense position. So definitely keep an eye out for people playing this, and know that it's not just the Crystal Beast deck that does this. It's any deck that can make the rank 4s. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this was informative and interesting, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Bye! Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. There's a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!